Hey world, it's me, Al. This is part 2 of the video from earlier. As you can see, the munchkin fell asleep. So I have the ability to go ahead and just give you those tips that I was talking about. Because like I mentioned earlier, self-care is really a journey. I mean, it's great. We can be like, we love ourselves. We can post memes on Instagram and Facebook all day. But it's not a band-aid. It's not like a one-size-fits-all. It's not, oh, today I went to the spa, so now I'm self-cared up and now I'm good. It's not like that. It's really about doing the work that it takes to figure out how you can truly improve your life and truly make yourself better. We are all a work in progress. We are enough. We're whole. We're complete. Everything that we need is already inside of ourselves. That's facts. But at the same time, it's like iron sharpens iron. You have to continue to work on yourself. So what happens when you fall into a funk, or you just have one of those days where you just can't even, or let's just get real, like you might feel a little bit depressed, or like you're fighting depression. Believe it or not, I I have those days. Like I struggle with that a lot, especially since my divorce. Even when I was younger, depression is one of those things that you just it's really hard to get out, because it's like you feel yourself slipping, but it's like you may feel like you don't have the energy to do anything about it. Like really you want to just crawl up into a ball and just stay there, and that's really the opposite of what you should do. So let me give you some self-care tips to help you. The first thing that you should do if you find yourself feeling that way, having a funky attitude, or like you feel like you're slipping into depression, or you just can't even, you're lackadaisical, you're lethargic, you have no energy whatsoever, talk to someone. And I mean, a therapist or somebody like that would be great, but I know everybody doesn't do that. But just talk to someone, like somebody that you trust, even if it's somebody that you don't even know, just because you just need a sounding board. And sometimes it's good to just get it out there, to say it out loud how you feel. A lot of times when you feel that way, your first reaction is gonna be to basically isolate yourself. Like you don't want to be bothered with nobody. I don't feel like talking to nobody. I ain't got time for nobody, because you're already agitated, you already have an attitude, you already feel some type of way. But don't do that, because that's exactly what depression feeds off of. Because the longer that you're alone, and the more you isolate yourself, and the more you separate yourself from everybody else, the deeper you fall into that, right? Because then you start to believe all those negative thoughts that you have in your head. So that's stuff too. You need to check your thoughts. I mean, seriously, I know people say it's crazy to talk to yourself. My mom used to say it's only crazy if you talk to yourself out loud. But she kind of crazy too, so I don't know. But anyway, but seriously though, when you start to have those thoughts inside of your head, and it's basically telling you, that you're not this, and why is this never working out for you, and why is everybody doing better than you, and why everybody breaking your heart, why everybody gotta lie to you, why you haven't, like, and it just starts to, and it just keeps compiling and piling. And then you start thinking, why can't I get out of bed, why can't I not be depressed, and then you just start feeling better about yourself. Why am I so fat, why am I, whatever negative things that you can think, like all these things that just run through your thoughts. It's like you end up being hyper critical of yourself. You need to check that, because those thoughts left unkept, that's what's going to keep you spiraling into depression. Because let me tell you something right now, I don't know you, I've never met you before, I've never seen you before. Regardless to whether you believe it or not, all those things that you're saying about yourself, it's not true. And even if you're like, well, I am fat, it's like, it's not true, because you have the potential every single day to do the things that it takes to get you to where you want to be. So you need to answer your thoughts. And your thought says, oh, well, I'm this. You say, well, you know what? I'm working on this. I'm overcoming this. I'm going to be here. I'm doing better. And that really leads me to my next step, which is, even when you don't feel like doing anything at all, like even when all you feel like doing is just going to sleep, or just laying on the sofa, or just doing nothing at all, force yourself to do something. Get out. Like, make yourself, like, literally, there's been times where I had to be like, okay, legs, get up. Like, 1 step, 2 steps, like whatever you have to do to push yourself to get to where you need to be. Because when you actually go out into the world, when you're actually outside and you see, like, today it's like a beautiful sunny day, and it just really helps you to be out, to not be smothered around that. It's putting you inside of a different mindset. The other thing is, start listing things that you're grateful for. Because like I said, when your mind starts to play tricks on you, it starts to make you think that everything is so bad, just to start listing things that you're grateful for. Like, start off with something easy, like, I got 2 feet. They might be 2 left feet, but I got 2 feet, and I can stand up and I can walk. Say things like, I'm grateful that, I can see, that I could smell, that I could taste, that, that I have hair, that I have skin. I mean, if you got to go all the way down to the basics, go to the basics. Thankful that I could breathe. Thankful that my blood is still pumping through my body, because at the end of the day, all the things that we have, I mean, even people, like, you could be like the poorest of the poor, like you could be living in like a third world country, and it's like, if you woke up today, you still got one thing to be grateful about. And so I think that when you start thinking about the things that you're grateful of, that also can help you get out of a funk. The other thing is to really, really write it down. Like, write down your thoughts, write down how you feel, write down your aspirations. Like, surround yourself with positivity, surround yourself with people that support you and are going to be there to give you good advice, or to be able to just listen to you, because sometimes we don't necessarily need advice, we just need people to listen to us. And then the next thing is, I'm sorry, I keep looking at her, she's sleeping so good back there. But the next thing is really one of the things I said in the beginning about talking to someone. If you find yourself like really, really in a funk, and you notice that it's happening a lot, like it seems like it's almost every other day or every day or weeks at a time, or you've been feeling this way for like a whole year. Somebody out there, you've been feeling this way for 15 years. Get some help. Not like, don't be ashamed or afraid. I've been to therapy. I had like 3 therapists. I love my last therapist. Hey Lynn, if you ever see this video. But get some help. Like, it is okay. There should not be any type of anything feeling towards reaching out to someone. And some people, that to you, like, go to church, but like, don't just go to church and just sit in the church, and go actually talk to somebody. Like, have somebody to pray for you, or have somebody that you can just really talk to and realize what it is. And then if it gets really, really bad, like, really start thinking about like the causes, because that's some of the things that we don't do for ourselves. Like, we don't really think about what caused us to feel this way in the first place. Like, so for me, I feel that a lot of times it's anger. And sometimes you hold in a lot of anger. Like me, I'm really bad about that. I hold in a lot of anger sometimes. At least I've gotten a whole lot better about it now. Gotta watch what I say. But in the past, and so basically it was like you hold that anger in so much that you start to take it out on yourself. So things like that, I know that about me, about how I used to be, because I did the work, because I went to therapy, because I saw a life coach, because I went to counseling, because I did things like that. Like, that's what self-care really is. It's like doing the shit that you really don't want to do. The fun shit is going to the spa. Pardon my French. The fun stuff is going to the spa, going to get your hair done, getting your nails done, buying yourself a new outfit. But like Salon said, you can't sleep it away, drink it away, sex it away, put one in the air it away, travel it away. You have to really work through it, work it away. And even then, like, understanding like that some of the things that we have, some of the pain that we feel and things like that, some of those things, it's going to take a lot more time than just a day, or just, oh, I went to one therapy session, or oh, I went to one self-care retreat, or it doesn't work that way. It's a journey. And it's every day though that you just put forth any effort to do just anything to get you to where you need to be, though you're going to be grateful for it, and you're going to be happy in the long run. So with that being said, those are some of my self-care tips to really help you pull yourself out of a funk. Come and experience more things like this. Really take the time to find people, like find your people. And if you are in Dallas, or if you have the ability to get to Dallas, March 27th through the 29th is the Sunflower Sisters Soul Care event. We're going to be having real elevated conversations. We're going to talk about some real stuff, because I feel like depression is low-key, not even low-key, really like high-key plaguing Black women right now. And we don't really talk about it a lot. But because we have to be so strong all the time, it's like, I ain't got time to be depressed. I got kids. I got to work. I got to do this. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But hey, you need to start working on it, because what's going to happen is one day you're not going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to take care of your kids if you don't take care of yourself. So anyway, guys, I wish you guys a wonderful, beautiful day. If you need me, or you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. Hit me up in my DMs, ping me, whatever, because life's too short. So anyway, have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go try to get this cutie in the house, and I'll see you next time.